Watching you on the TV, HDMI on my broken laptop screen. Rep. I prefer ready Brett Connor than porridge. Why is it so hard to put it on 0? There's a lot of buildings here, and you can feel it with the frames. There's just so much detail. Oh yeah, they still make ready brick. I like ready brick. C920 is cheap on Amazon. Signal box. That's when I got my C920 when it was on sale. I have a very late running Union Pacific mission bay hauler trying to make it to San Francisco before the rush. You're going to anticipate possible restricting signals from Hillside North. Dispatch it out. From Hillside North, it said, I think. Okay, we're going to get signalling problems. Mr. Whiteland, how you doing, bro? Do you see that they wanted to add all DLC train sim? It would be about £5,300. I don't think it was ever that bad. I think it's always $3,000 or $4,000, but firstly, you don't need to buy all of it. Secondly, some of it is not even worth buying. Like, just look at the Steam reviews, you'll see some of it is bad and has never been fixed. And thirdly, so what? They consider it to be a hobby. You know, people spend thousands of pounds on hobbies, and that's what they consider this to be. People spend a lot more on flight simulation than they do on train simulation. By comparison, train sim is quite cheap. Prepping for tomorrow, dude. Yeah, mine's on Tuesday, Wyland. Welcome to North America, where freight get priority over passengers. Blimey. That sounds a bit backward. You can vouch for that, actually. Benjamin subs. The coaches can hold 360 passengers, scumbags apiece. Some of them have cabs, some don't, and the prime mover is the MPI Express model MP32PH-Q that has 3,000 horsepower. Thank you, Benjamin. Have you ever had a model railway set? Yeah, but nothing in comparison to some people. As a kid, I always had, like, Hornby train sets and stuff. Various carriages. I even had, like, about a 7 or 8 foot board, put on my track and bushes on it and trees and all this. But compared to what some people do. Thank you, Cosmo Go. He was more Scale X Trick. You see, I got Scale X Trick later. I was more of a TCR guy. Total Control Racing. Because with Scale X Trick you can't change lane, whereas TCR you can. Basically it lets you overtake. Okay, hillside 1.6 miles. Time to get my game face on. Good night, Mrs. Frosty. Have a good one. Signal box. I've been to the one in Germany. When you've been to the one in Germany, everything else looks small. I'm not joking. Good night, Mark Oxley. It's so hard to judge the brakes on this thing. Hillsdale. Salter Power, 11 months. Hello, Paul. Good to see you back. Sorry for your loss. Thank you, Salter. Right, so now... And now it says it's going to get very interesting. With all the signals and stuff. Okay, all aboard. Millbrae is next. Okay, save that. Have you seen PTG Rail? Don't believe so. Empress Cecily, see you tomorrow, dude. Good luck with your revision. You're welcome, Sonic. Okay, green. Mr. Kindici, how you doing, bro? Hope you're well. Thank you, Jordan. That's an ugly train. You're actually looking at the back of it, to be fair. Like, that's the back, that's the front, so it's kind of in a push configuration, so it looks a bit weird. You landed a new job. Woohoo! Let me guess, Kanducci. You are now a deep sea diver. Am I right? You know I'm right. I can just see you in that wetsuit. Actually, no. I'm trying to erase that image from my mind now. What did you get? What's your job? Did you hear that Amtrak are getting new faster train sets for the Acela Express? Nope. I did not. That looks like a red to me. Red with a flashing yellow. I'm guessing that's equivalent to... Red with a flashing yellow is equivalent to what? 2 yellows means next signal red? Let's assume it's going to be red. You're working in accounts. Fair enough. You're an accountant then? Or are you kind of studying to be one or something? Jules, are we there yet, lol? Can't see what the next signal is. Is that a flashing yellow? Just keep cruising. I'll get worried when we get a red signal. Flashing yellow could mean 1 or 2. It went green, so that was probably equivalent to a 2. You're a dodgy one. Dodgy accountant. You was going to be an accountant, but the numbers just didn't add up. That's a Pringles leaf joke, that is. Monstrous Mikey, how you doing? Flashing yellow again. I just lost 15 points of wheel slip because I accidentally moved that into deceleration. I didn't mean to. Okay, green aspect. What did I have for dinner? Hot pot. I actually had hot pot. For my lunch, I had a cheese and tomato toasty from Costa. Because I went sorting out the funeral program printing, and next door was a Costa. You sorted the sub out following your suggestion, Monstrous Mikey. Yay! I sounded like an Aussie there for a moment. No. You had a hot pot again. Dre, you don't understand, mate. When I keep saying to you, Dre, I could eat it every day, you don't believe me, do you? I've had hot pot 3 times in the last 7 days. Actually, it might be technically 4 because I think I had seconds the following day. Hot pot is life, Dre. Anyway, I'm not like you with your coffee, am I, Dre? How many cups of coffee do you have a day? 8? 9? Well, to be fair, Kinducci, in summer, I'll give you that. It's not really a summer food. So yeah, in summer, perhaps not. But in winter, it's just the best. And you're not had a hot pot and you're from Lancashire, MJ. Oh my god, MJ. How can you be from Lancashire and you've never had a hot pot? What the hell, dude? Do you know what, MJ? We're going to figure this out. Somehow, I'm going to get you a serving of Mrs. Squirrel's hot pot. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but that's my intention. It'll be like your baptism, MJ, because you're from Lancashire, so until you've had your first hot pot, you've not really been brought into Lancashire, have you? I'm not going to mail it, no. I'm not going to mail a hot pot. That wouldn't work too well, I don't think. You see, Pringle knows. What kind of meat? It's like basically you want some corned beef in there to give it some body. So you want corned beef, which blends in, and then you want big pieces of nice beef. Dre got 8 to 9 coffees, not learned that waiting for it cold isn't what normal people do. A hot pot and a box pot mail. Quarter of a mile out doing 70 miles per hour, 25% brake. Look at that. Of course, all the passengers end up with coffee all over the lap, but that's okay. She makes a very good hot pot, Mrs. Squirrel. We'll give her that. My mum made a fantastic hot pot as well. Looks like we're mostly on time. You wish your pizza would hurry up and arrive. Right, Kinducci, have you gone for a Domino's, a Pizza Hut, or like a local random pizza place? You know, like Essex pizza or something. Jules, which hot pot do you prefer, beef or lamb? Beef. Beef, 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 beef. Absolutely beef. Right. San Francisco is next and last. Local is best, support the small guys. The hot pot spot, take away hot pot, I'm starting it tomorrow. Oh dear. Well, kind of, Saracen, kind of, but not. That's not really the whole story. It's all about the pastry as well, mate. There's a lot more to it than you think, when it's done properly anyway. I mean, sure, if you go and get like a Tesco ready-made one, it's nothing like a real hot pot, but... What is the best space transport game you can play? Crikey. Well, do you mean something like Elite? Elite Dangerous, or... I'm not sure what you mean by space transport. Do you mean a simulator, or do you mean... Oh, I just went through a signal. Do you mean a simulator, or do you mean like a... like a transport fever of space or something? I need to blow my nose is bugging me. I mean, you've got Star Citizen on its way. Elite Dangerous is already there. Depends what you're looking for. Your mum's best dish was chili con carne. Dad made the best soda bread. Can't beat a good chili con carne. Alright, 12 miles to San Francisco. Kerbal Space Program. Yeah. It's more of an orbital mechanics sim than anything. Not really about transport, is it? But Chris Ather, thank you for the resume, Chris. No Man's Sky. Have you played Fractured Space? No. I know of it. Okay, let's bring the speed down. Oh, red and a flashing yellow. That can't be a good thing. Wow, this is busy. Oh my god, this is busy. There's a lot of modelling here. So I'm not sure if this signal's going to be red. It was yellow and then it went to red. This one's yellow. I don't know what it means. Is that us flashing yellow? You learned last night that English-speaking countries are using the wrong billion. You guys are skipping milliard. I think, generally speaking, now, Whiteland, we use the American version of the billion, which is 1,000 million. Whereas it used to be a million. That's from what I know. Yellow aspect. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. The difference is a million or 1,000 million, but Commonly speaking now, it's 1,000 billion. Benjamin Stubbs, what's in the hot pot that you speak of? Never heard of it. Potatoes, carrots, probably some peas, corned beef, beef. It's just, I don't know. It's all about the right ratio and stuff. Is that red? No, that's gone green now. Wow, do you see that woman? Just stood like, I don't know, less than a metre from the train. On a platform that she could only have got to by running over the track. That's pretty impressive. A milliard is a million ducks. I like it. You can put dumplings in, but it becomes, I think they call it ash rather than hot pot. So you don't have pastry on top and you just have dumplings inside. But that's not a hot pot. No, I think a stew has different things in it, to be honest. And stew is a generic name. I can ask Mrs. Squirrel, she'll tell you the details, but she's not here. Do I like dumplings? I do, but I have to say, Muffins, if you've ever been to Prague or Czech Republic, their dumplings are pretty darn good. And I do like the way they prepare them as well. They don't do them as a ball. They roll it into a tube and then they slice the tube. So you get these massive coins and then they lay them out on the plate. It's just so nice. This train looks really daft. Well, that's because it's the back end. There's the front end. Does it look better now? Nah, Custard, I need to go and get the Lord Doyle. That's a nice view, actually. It's actually a nice view. Uh-oh. Rip! Emergency brakes are us. Same thing happens in Eurotruck. I'm getting nice screenshots and I end up crashing or hitting the emergency brakes or something. Like, that's the first time I've tried to take photos and look what happened. Mom, Squirrel's cheating again. I think it was this one. No, this one then. Are we there yet? 6 miles to San Francisco. Why do the graphics look antiquated? It doesn't look like a new game to me. Captain Nelson, the engine is over 10 years old. That's why they've created Train Sim Mode. This is the latest version of an old product. Think of it that way. Alright, Sooty, have a good one. Right, we should be good for 65 miles an hour. Not bad, Jake, thank you. Alright, looks like we've got a tunnel coming up underneath this housing. San Francisco is indeed the last stop, yeah. Oh, you scumbag. He just stole some points from me. Stu Thomas, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. Bobcat Bill, 32 months. This lighting has definitely improved. Look at it. It's unbelievable. It only took 10 years to get it right. I don't know, keyboard. Probably. Wait, Paul is live? Is he? Is he live? I think so. Sven, what the heck, dude? You have to have lights on games. It's the law, mate. Road Glide, thank you for the resume, Road Glide. Oh, I just caught that signal. My cat has taken an interest to your face, Paul. It's in front of the monitor observing you intensely. Well, hang on, Captain Nielsen. Let's not disappoint your cat. What are you looking at? What did your cat think about that? Save. My cat's like, wow. Ag! Oh wow, Mrs. Squirrel's back. Amazing. That is amazing. And Lord Doyle of the Shire as well. Blimey.
And the kettle's on.
What do we owe this pleasure? What goes into a hot pot?
Oh, right. You've got potatoes.
Potatoes, I said that.
Carrots.
I said that. Carrots.
Onions.
I didn't say onions.
Swede.
Swede, I didn't say that.
Turnip.
Turnip? I didn't say turnip.
I put sweet potato in as well.
What?
I put sweet potato in.
Sweet potato she puts in as well. That's optional.
And your steak.
What about corned beef?
Well, you like steak and corned beef.
I like steak and corned beef.
But my mum makes it with huge steak or mince.
Her mum made it with huge steak and minced beef. Dolly, come on.
And gravy, oxos.
Gravy, oxos, oxo cubes, pastry.
I put bouillon,
Huh?
vegetable.
Put what?
Bouillon.
Bouillon?
Bouillon, like a vegetable.
Sounds French.
Stuff.
Hey. Huggy. Looking at you. Yeah, boy. You. Yeah.
Charlie's been particularly muddy. Spreading clumps of soil into the house.
You're getting muddy again, pal.
Yeah.
You need to stop being a dog.
I was sat there picking the clods of mud out. He didn't like it.
Did you get my message?
I haven't, no.
Alright, because Mrs. Don't sent in a donation and said make sure Dog gets some Christmas presents.
Oh, thank you, I will.
Third hand hype. Jules! Hello, Mrs. Squirrel.
Hi! Has it changed script? Was it used to be down there?
Bouillon is fancy name for stock.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. He's arrived.
Tea has arrived. Do you hear that, Doyle? My tea has arrived.
Bella love Westie's cup.
Why is Doyle so dirty? I don't know.
He's playing havoc in my garden at the moment.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of digging for some reason. He often does a lot of digging when he's not feeling well.
I feel like we've got Krampus in the house.
Industrious Adam. Thank you for subbing. Welcome to the house, Industrious Adam. You just made Dolly jump.
Yeah, made Mrs. Squirrel jump as well. You can tell telltale signs of digging. He's got mud in his nose.
Oh, yeah.
You can see there.
I don't need. I can smell him. Thank you, Industrious Adam. You don't. You smell, pal. You really do. You smell last time as well.
He's going for his walk, and then he's having a bath.
You need a bath.
I don't like bathing him too often, though.
And don't let him out for a while, otherwise he'll just roll in the mud.
Yeah, he's got delicate skin. I was hoping a good brush should sort it out. The mosquito odour.
He needs a shampoo. He needs a talcum powder. Talcum powder rub down.
Twitch everybody when they said talcum powder. Doyle doesn't like talcum powder.
Oh, he does.
Makes him
Comes
itch.
out all fluffy.
Makes him itch.
Fluffy Westie.
It's in a new Westie advert on TV. The blinds one. The little dog's turning the blinds on and off with the buttons.
Well, how can you turn blinds on and off?
The automatic blind. And they've got a Westie pressing the looks like a set of TV buttons.
What's this an advert for?
Blinds, they go up and down there.
So you've seen an advert for blinds that go up and down at the press of a button, and they've got a Westie pressing the button?
Yes.
Okay.
It clearly looks like someone sort of doing that with the dog's leg.
Yeah.
On the buttons.
Somebody just going like that.
The point, yeah. The point is there. You got a cute fluffle dog adjusting the blinds so he can sunbathe.
What's a green screen doing? Well, Mrs. Squirrel likes to stand right in front of the lamp.
It's quite badly designed. Watch this. Now you see me.
Which then basically completely wrecks the green screen. See?
I think it's mood lighting.
Oh, it's mood lighting, guys.
I like the way that the grey changes from light to dark in the background. Gives it a little bit of depth, I think.
Yeah, everybody agrees with you.
They do. If there's any designers out there, I'm sure they would. And last piece. Last piece from Muddy Doyle.
Right, pal, you're done. Say bye-bye. No, you can't go without saying bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ow! Bye! There you go. Wow, as soon as he's had his last schmacko, he's like, done one.
Number one's got his boots on.
Hey?
Number one's got his
Oh, yeah.
boots
Well, he probably thinks he's going out now.
What's his name?
Right, let's see if we can bring this thing into the platform. Speed limit 40 at the end of the tunnel. Let's get some brakes on. Just about managed 40. It's pretty impressive. Right, down to 25. Frames are getting absolutely tanked. Kaisho UK, thank you for 9 months. It's hard to control this speed thing. It's got a mind of its own. There we go. If it's a train like that, what about a train like that?
Happy anniversary, Nata.
San Francisco. Jaffa Cakes, thank you for 27 months, Jaffa Cakes. I just heard you're getting Train Sim on Xbox soon. Yeah, it's the Train Sim World one. You won't get this engine. That's another reason why they rebuilt the engine, so they could put it on console. Is it coming to PS4 as well? Not certain. I think so, but not sure. I mean, it's all written on the Unreal Engine, so in theory they should be able to target both consoles. But who knows? Is it still the 2017 version on Twitch? It says 2018. It's the 2018 version. Where can I get the scenario you did North Wales this evening? Lotus Skills. You have to buy Train Sim 2018, mate. If you upgrade your Train Sim to 2018, you should get it. I believe it's part of the pack. Good night, Ben GT. Gowser, thank you for 13 months, Gowser. No, Ken, they're not new headphones at all.
Aye.
As if you put the train so close to the barrier. Why is that not triggering? That's why. Perfect. The bad driver with 100 bits. Train World does look pretty, but Dovetail seems to have relied too much on the post-processing FX in Unreal 4, which is probably why it runs like mud at times. Also, I think vaguely remember seeing a new dev diary on YouTube for it, and they seem to use the blueprint visual scripting stuff too much for AAA release. Could be wrong, as I don't work at Dovetail, but just my concerns with the game in its current state. Yeah, I think, to be fair to Dovetail, bad driver, Train Sim World was their first major project in the Unreal Engine, and I think a lot of the guys are still getting used to how to get the best out of the engine. But also, you know, they're a big company with plenty of money, so they should just buy some people in who are good with the Unreal Engine and get them to teach the crew, I reckon. San Francisco, take a break, have some hot coffee on this crisp morning. We got a gold! We got some gold! Lost a few points to wheel slip, and speeding. That was my mistake. This was just being overzealous with the acceleration thing. Oh. Ah, dear. Right. So we've done a scenario from each of the three. We've done North Wales Peninsula and Mitten Valban, haven't we? Should we go back and let's see more of this North Wales thing? VR fishing. What the heck? Europe. We'll try the Virgin train. I think that's on the... So we did that one, the Class 175. So we can try... Class 221, London Euston service from Lando Junction Forest Chester. 9:39 AM. Stormy weather 8 PM. Could try this one. That's in the Class 221. So that one's going to be at night time, I think. I assume. Howard 314, thank you for the resume. Let's have a look at this in the snow, it'll look nice as well. You didn't know what was possible, Doug? You'll be operating the 1A23 0855 Holyhead to London Euston service from Llandudno Junction as far as Chester. Today you'll be calling at Llandudno Junction, Colwyn Bay, Rill, Prestatyn, Flint and Chester. At Chester, another driver will take over. Okay, take it we're picking up from here. Yep. Right, doors are open, lights are on, wipers are on, reversers in forward, key is in on this one, don't need to worry about that. Virgin train, so how late are you going to deliver it? Well, That's not a fair comment, is it? Because a lot of the delays aren't because of Virgin Trains, because of Network Rail, so... Right, 25 speed limit. Do we have a cruise control on this? I don't think we do.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Mint choc chippo ice cream. Yesterday I had a bowl of... was it caramel? Was it something caramel ice cream? One of those posh ice creams. Very nice. Okay, let's bring it up to 45. Next stop is 3.7 miles away. Accelerates pretty well. Hang on, Jules. Do a Christmas special train. What do you mean? Oh, you mean one of the Christmassy things. Well, we've done most of them, Jules. Scotchy Scoobies, 3 months already. Time flies when you're having fun. Also, sorry for your loss. Hope you are doing well. Thank you, Scoobies. Lost some points. That is the world's worst horn. Why is that so quiet? Right, 3 miles. I don't know what the braking's like on this thing. Is the game worth it? Seems like mixed opinions. Daft Birdie, it's a tricky one. Some of the scenarios are worth it. Some of the trains are worth it. Some of them really aren't. That's why it's mixed. Also, people are just generally kind of unhappy with the DLC model, so they get annoyed about that as well. And some people are quite rightly unhappy with the fact that they'll release a scenario, and then usually they won't go back and fix some of the bugs with it. So there's lots of things that make people angry, and lots of things that are, you know, okay. Quite well done. But you can't get around the fact the engine's pretty old. However, it doesn't really have a competitor, you know? That's why I have third-party add-ons. Well, there is that. You can get third-party add-ons that give you good trains and good scenarios, and there are plenty of those around. But sometimes, you know, they themselves are limited by the engine. Yeah, but trains is a disappointment as well, you know? Okay, let's find out how good the brakes are now. I have heard of Diesel Railcar Simulator, but I've not tried it Signal Box. .3 of a mile. I'm getting better, Cypher, thank you. Meh. Oh, we'll take it. The rear car's not quite on the platform. Look at that. BAE Colwyn. Colwyn's BAE? Good to know. Train Sim World CSX Heavy Haul. Well, again, I mean, that's the next generation engine. But it doesn't have third-party support yet, so until that happens, you're not going to see it. You know, I would kind of expect them to release third-party support in 2018. That's what I would hope for. But even then, you're probably going to be looking at 2019 before you see any proper content for it. So that's the medium-term play. Right now, we're kind of in between two simulators. Thank you, Eurus Hunter. There's a lot of stuff that isn't implemented yet in Train Sim World. What happened to the more realistic Train Sim on UAE? UE4? Yeah, that's Train Sim World. So you've got one freight DLC and one passenger DLC. Frozen 2 comes out in 2019. Woo! Good to know. Young Gun, do you mean the movie, the newer movie, or the original movie? I take it you mean the newer version of Murder on the Orient Express. I will let it go, Pringle.
Aye, 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 aye.
Power down. The Bad Driver, 93. With regards to third-party support for Train Sim World, Epic Games gives devs access to the source code, so it's up to the DTG if they want to give third-party devs access to the branch of UA4, as well as the usual licensing stuff that I don't want to think about. By the way, butting in as I love Unreal as a platform, I much prefer it over the likes of Unity, even if I'm currently stuck on Unity to complete the Uni modules. Yeah, the thing is, though, the Bad Driver, it's not really about the Unreal Engine. It's more about, what's it called? Their underlying simulation that they wrote. It's called, like, Simu something or other. Basically, they've written their own simulation engine. And what they need to do is provide API access to that. Yeah, Simugraph, that's it. They need to provide API access to that, which sits at the side of Unreal Engine 4. So it's not just about the Unreal side of it, it's about their own engine and the API that they need to build and document so that people can actually write stuff with it. If that makes sense. Because if you're a third-party trained developer and you want to, you know, highly script your simulation of your engine, you're going to need access to Simugraph to do it. And that's what they need to build. But personally, I've never built on Unreal or Unity, so I've no idea which is the better one. Thank you for the resume, Kevin. Thank you, DJ Crazy. Oh wow, this is going downhill. Literally. Some of the trains in World Tooling was demoed at York Railway Museum. It's a couple of weeks ago by Matt P. Right, so there you go. They're already building it then. Just got back to see Paul driving a Voyager that I actually drive, Mad Jock. Well, I don't think this is simulated quite as well as the one you drive.